Assalamualaikum to Madam Nik Norazila and everyone. Me, myself, Wan Nur Fazlin with my partner Nur Aisyah Irdina will be presenting Salayan Syariah issues in the contemporary application of Buy Al-Istisna contract. Without further ado, let us begin our presentation.
First and foremost, I would like to explain about definition of al-istisna. From the point of view of the language, means that the scholars agree that al-istisna means to make something, or order something. In other words, make something based on what is requested, while al-istisna from a terminological point of view is the opinion of the jurist is a contract to ask the maker to perform a certain task, a contract to buy something ordered by the maker, and a certain way to do it. As you can see from the slide, Buy al-Istisna consists of 5 pillars which are seller known as Sani and a buyer or purchaser Mustasni. Next is Ras al-Mal refer to price and payment mode. The contract also include Masnu as the product is not asset. And last but not least, every contract has Siha that indicate offer ijab and acceptance kabul. Next, I show you the modus operandi of the buy al-istisna. Firstly, the buyer must places an order to purchase an asset such as building, house to be delivered in the future. The buyer must require the seller Sani to construct the asset based on the specification that stimulated in the sales and purchase contract that agreed by both of the contracting parties. This specification include the nature, type, quantity of the asset and also delivery date. The board of the parties decide and agree with the sales and purchase price, and any changes cannot making after that. The payment can be made either spot, cash or installment. It is not required for the Musni to pay full price at the time of the contract. Lastly, the delivery date, the seller Sani will deliver the order to buyer Musni.
In any contract will have issues that may affect the contract itself towards many parties such as bank and customers. The main issue that occurs in buy al-istisna include inability or failure to fulfill the obligation. Why does it happen? The challenges encountered by the manufacturing may have impact on the bank's cash flow prediction. A bank will be in the struggling if the manufacturer fails to provide the goods or deliver it late as significant to inability or failure to fully stick his obligations towards the Islamic bank on the date that was agreed upon. However, any matter will also provide a resolution whereby the contract needs to clearly define the specification and delivery time in the contract. For example, setting precise product specification and delivery timeliness may help both parties reducing disputes due to delays or inaccuracies. Good regulation and supervision are crucial for a stable system, and banks should prioritize the transparency in Sharia compliance and take necessary action to avoid non-compliances. The second main issue highlight the postponement of commodities delivery. As we all know, this contract involves the construction or manufacturing of a specific product, and there is a risk the product will not be delivered within the deadline and with the required quality due to an emergency. For example, the occurrence of natural disasters, including unforeseen situation, emergency, or a production process issues. As a result, these occurrences may disrupt the supply chain, raise expenses or cause delays, thereby resulting in financial losses for the bank. Again, the contract may add quality assurance into the contract. It should consist of outline quality standards, allowing buyers to reject non-compliant goods and enabling sellers to promptly address any quality issues. The appropriate governance framework should be developed to ensure appropriate levels of disclosure to ensure adequate transparency and prudential supervision.
Lastly, prohibition on selling anything that is not in seller's ownership. Why is that considering as an issue? To begin with, something you do not own at all are completely barred from selling something not in one's possession. And second meaning is that you are selling something you do not have with you. For instance, selling something that cannot be delivered at the moment of purchase. Last but not least, prohibition on selling what you do not have does not apply to tangible commodities that may simply be substituents. How to resolve this problem? problem, get guidance from Islamic scholars to ensure compliance. Islamic scholars should be involved in contract review to ensure Sharia compliance and correct any part that may conflict with Islamic finance principle. Risk reduction strategy necessitates close collaboration between regulators and banks management, focusing on Sharia standard harmonization, resource pooling, and human resource development training programs. In conclusion, in Islamic finance, the idea of al-istisna provides the contractual framework where the buyer can request that certain goods be made or bought according to certain specifications. Resolving al-istisna issue requires carefully evaluating Sharia principles and incorporating clear and comprehensive contract terms. Parties can increase transparency, reduce disputes, and ensure compliance with Islamic financial principles by addressing important matters such as delivery schedule, quality assurance, payment terms, consequence of default, and transfer of ownership. Creating a clear payment schedule and amount reduce payment dispute and improve business cooperation.